Building a paper wall, building a dam. They are flooding circuits to find who I am. Make a list, write it down in time. Sometimes we need it all, sometimes resign to a world where the center is never aligned. Make a move, take it back, it's mine. Gather raindrops and filling the ocean. I'll take every part of me, take it all and put it together like building a boat. Cheers as the horns resound. Time goes the those who drown, carrying myself out. Find the break, water warm, keep it calm, be afraid to rattle the cage. Take a risk, take a dive, take it down, suddenly surrender, take back everything. From the open shore I will learn to fly, soaring past the great divide. Voices that surface seem to call out all the lies. Is it still a sin if I let them in as they sail to calmer tide? I'll awaken what's asleep inside. Take a breath through the salt and the fog, it's gone.
Hello. 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 God damn it. Sorry for the immediate laugh directly into the mic with absolutely zero fucking context. I'm texting my SO and they're talking about racing. And they just super reacted one of the fucking comments with one of the flags for the people that they support. Oh my god. Turns out dating is kind of nice. Oh god, what happened to my hair? Jason left a mess for me to clean up this morning, so I haven't had a lot of time to fucking get my hair or anything in order. Hi, how's it going? I'm still relatively sleepy despite sleeping in for quite a while. I think I may have just gotten a lot of value. Let's go to the FGO screen. So they're giving away 30 quartz for the 30th anniversary. Or not the 30th anniversary, Jesus. I think it's like the 7th anniversary? And I also just happened to sync up my days exactly to get 30 additional quartz. So, yeah. Here's a casual, 62 quartz! Good lord. Hello, I'm currently too busy analyzing the VG soccer tournament and awaiting more LCG matches in 4 days. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that yesterday. It was complete fucking chaos, and I love it. Also, hi Dragon, Chris, Rattler, Zombie, and Erica. Hope you guys are all having a good day. I now have 78 Saint Quartz. Okay. It's been a second. It's been a second since I've had that much. Thankfully, 6th anniversary. There it is. Oh no. Alright, asking for a friend. Is Percival story locked? Because I really shouldn't roll because what's his name is coming up in the gacha. The Pretender guy from the next Lost Belt. That's a decent amount of premium currency. Like that's 2 rolls. That's 2 10 rolls. Like that's pretty good. Hold on. I'm gonna go look up and see if Percival. Is he story locked or can I just get him in the gacha at any time? Because if he's story locked, I might roll for him. He's not story locked. Okay. He's just gonna show up at some point. Listen. If it wasn't obvious by this point, by my fucking setup, I kind of have a thing. The fact that I even own Arthur, Pendragon male version, should tell you something that I have a thing for knight dudes. I like the fucking character archetype, and so seeing Percival on here was like, I kind of want to throw quartz at him, but if he's not story locked and a pain in the ass to get, like, I'm just gonna let him hang out. I can get him at some point then. Why does Nero have a tan? Because that's not Nero, that's Mordred, and it's her Summer Surfer version because I was killing doors earlier. Welcome to, the FGO experience, is killing doors. Hi, Noble. Hi, Asmo. Hi, Excalibur. I like Kronks or Angie British people. I don't know what Kronks is. Angry British people would just be... Do I have any of the angry British people in this? That would just be Morgan, right? Yeah, there you go. Morgan. She's Angie. Got working a bit, so only hanging out for a while. God bless. Thank you for stopping by. Still waiting for Richard to hit FGO. Richard? Hold on. Who the fuck is Richard? Who's Dick? Oh, Richard the First. Oh yeah, the dude from Strange Fake, dude. I would fucking love that. Could you imagine? Could you imagine Strange Fake reps? Could you ever picture that as a thing that fucking happens? Hi, Biscuit. It'll be quite the thing, I have no doubt. Emperor's New Groove, dude? Oh, so you mean like dudes that are built like huge? Hi, Dragon. Thank you for being awake. I'm waking up currently. Hi, Solitude. Good morning. We kind of do already have a Strange Fake. Fucking, what's their name doesn't count. Fucking, hold on. Enkidu does not count as a Strange Fake rep. Enkidu is too general. Have you seen the Mirror Dungeon changes? No, I haven't. Big, nice henchman, yeah. Okay, I agree with that. I feel that. Hi, Pyro. Hi, Kaz. I heard we were throwing hands with Zeus today. Also, hi, Word in chat. I don't think we're throwing hands with Zeus himself today. That's mostly just a goof. One change that has to be said. Yeah, give me the highlight reel. To tell me the good stuff while I go. No more Baba Yaga. Oh, thank God. That was easily the worst. I got that once in Mirror Dungeons, and it was like, that shit's fucking rough. That's it. That's the only change. Good. That fight sucked. Anyway, speaking of non-existent fights, a cutscene node. Let us begin the voice acting. Oh god, I'm not gonna have a lot of time to drink my coffee, am I? I should have probably just fucking gone and done my door farming setup instead of trying this. What is this place? Did I get grounds in that sip? I'm not even that done with coffee. Multiple Baba Yagas suck. I had it a few times, but I'm more looking forward to Guido not being on his lone sub. Yeah, no, Guido needs some kind of support. Guido is cooked way too fucking easily at this point. It feels like we've been walking forever. So if I'm not mistaken, we're basically underneath Olympus now, right? I am told that this is the underworld. Huh? Though that's not to say this is the land of the dead. Chesshead pilled coffee drinker. This is the foundation of Olympus, its underground infrastructure. Once it was the domain of Hades, god of the underworld. Anyway, shops have the ability to transmit your lower tier skills on an ID to higher... Huh? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of huge. I liked bullying him. I mean, fair. Come on, Limbus. We got 4 genocides and world-breaking incidents. Catch the fuck up. Yeah, I hope you guys went and watched the VOD, because I'm not explaining anything again. I can only do that so many times. It is safe here. Zeus cannot find you. Which is why they were using this place themselves. It looks like some kind of headquarters. Force us to watch your VODs, God bless. I would surmise it's a secret base used by those who rose in revolt against the gods of Olympus. Who named this man Hooded Man? I don't know who that is, too. Like, that's the weird thing. Oh, hey, Holmes is alive. Yeah, no, he got pretty fucked up last time. Nope, you keep leaning on me, pretty boy. You're still in no shape to walk around on your own. Thank you, but I'm alright now. I even managed to heal the cut on my head. I appreciate your help, Miss Miyamoto. Hi, nerd. So, most benevolent savior, are my suspicions correct? Don't call me that, it's absurd. I just happened to be passing by. I don't recall saving anyone's life, and I have no plans to anytime soon either. You lot just happened to be walking behind me when I came here. I didn't go up there to help you, I just made a bad decision. 10,000 IQ naming, yep. You told us to come with you if you want us to live. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just kept walking. At least it's not cloaked man, when the man is wearing a hoodie. Anyway, I wasn't planning on any of this, but what's done is done. You lot can use this place if you want to, or not. I don't care either way, and I'm not getting involved. If you want to know more, you can ask the two who are firing those cannons when they show up. Since I'm in a Fate quest, I've been spoiled so much on FGO's story, and I haven't touched the game at all. Oh no, that's a shame. FGO's story gets pretty good after a while. The Year 1 stuff is pretty bad, but once you hit Camelot, it's pretty much bangers from there on out. And Agartha. I'll do one more thing for you before I go. I'll play the message those servants left. Okay, coffee done. Yeah, except Agartha. Listen. Agartha is a fucking bad time. Any hood men reminds me of Virgil. I mean, fair. Might have to get into this one day. It's a good time. Like, you have to really kind of grit your teeth while you're getting through the early game stuff, because most of it is pretty bad. Are we expecting Arknight's level of backseating from randos? No, because the gameplay in this game is not as complicated as Arknight's, and I also have an absurdly developed account compared to Arknight's. In Arknight's, I have a, like, week 1 account, but I haven't played it at all, so it's super low power level. In this, I have a month 2? 3? I started playing in October of the first year that this came out, and I have been playing consistently since then. So I have an entire stable of powerful characters that are well developed and ready to fucking clap cheeks. Are they fully developed? No, because I don't want to spend 17 hours of my life grinding QP just to level up people's skills that I barely fucking use. But yeah, you know what I mean. The important ones are leveled. The big ones are leveled. My Castoria, 10, 10, 10. Just completely fine there. Yeah, if you do get new people, you just need supports to come in and fucking buff you up to clap cheeks. I do have to, too, since I'm playing against people who do play and are actively using their info to BS their way to stupid power levels. Oh, no. About 7. That's true. We did throw about 7 things. Makes me think to Olympus early game. Oh, yeah, no, you can clear through the Olympus early game pretty well with the support system. You brought me to Arknight. You were not convincing me to play this one, too. Honestly... So, my Arknight's audience, hello, is gonna hate me saying this. I much prefer FGO to Arknight's. Arknight's is an okay, perfectly fine game. It's got some flubs, and I don't think I've gotten into the meat of it where it's, like, really good. But at the end of the day, I prefer FGO just because I think the fucking story is way better. Like, it mostly because I've progged deep enough into it to understand, like, the story gets there, and I know it gets there, as opposed to Arknight's where I'm told it gets there, but I haven't, like, seen it myself yet. It's definitely the kind of thing where I need to sit down and do it, but, like, I've also got a bunch of other games I'd rather be playing right now, and God fucking help me if I go and play Arknight's again without spending 17 hours to fucking grind out characters and stuff. Good day, everyone. That voice sounds familiar. Is that... testing. Is the mic working? Is this being recorded right now? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3? What is it, lady? It's recording successfully? Thank you. Alright, from the top. Ready for that 6th anniversary of this? I have no idea what's gonna... Like, we just passed my, like, awareness of everything that goes on in FGO. My own philosophy with gotchas is to get into the ground floor, so it makes maintaining an account easier, so I'm never getting into an already game. That's fair. New players either get really strong DPS or they get great support. So depending on whatever you pull DPS, you will bring friends that do the opposite. I will say, I have had a friend just recently, like a couple months ago, get into FGO, and he's been fucking... He's been doing fantastic. He's been doing an amazing job. But I do know 6th anniversary through osmosis won't say anything though. So my story is I used to have a JP account. I do still technically have it. I just don't play on it. But like I said, I got walled at like 2 missions ago, and I just didn't clear past that when that was like fresh and new content. And I haven't paid attention to JP like directly since then. Like I know the names of all the servants that come out, and I've looked at their kits. I haven't dug too deeply into their backstory and lore. Like I know we have Larva and a Beast Nero coming out in like 2 years or some shit, but other than like the names of the characters, I don't really know what happens. Like I know a little bit. I know an okay amount about what happens later on in this. I know that crazy shit happens in this Lost Belt. I don't know exactly what happens in this Lost Belt, but I've been told that like this is the end of this like arc. Then we get like part two in like the next one. They made like a new intro after this fucking story arc. And I've seen that intro, and there's things that I've seen in that intro that make me think that some characters might be on a different wavelength that we're expecting. Avalon, I know like Excalibur is involved, and that's basically it. Oh, and that the Pretender guy is an asshole. He seems like he's cool and an ally at first, but he's not a good guy, and he's a prick. But like that's about it. I don't know anything else about that fucking arc. And Lost Belt 7, no clue. Literally no idea. This must be the 12 a.m. brain rot. You're talking about the next LB? Yeah, the LB after that, I have even less of an idea. I really have stopped playing most gacha games because it takes too much commitment and time. I just don't care. Like, I have like 1 or 2 gacha games that I do actually remain committed to, but for the most part, I'll like pick up a gacha game and then be like, I've drained this for all the interest, and then leave. Yeah, no, fucking, I don't talk about, LB Part 2? This one? I don't know. We'll worry about that later. Oh my god, my boy! Woo! Woo! I didn't think he was gonna be. I've been so used to Tesla getting the fucking shaft. Tesla was one of my first 5 stars that I ever got in this fucking game. He broke my goddamn. Fucking Liz. Liz was my tutorial 4-star, and she fucking ruined my luck for so long that I couldn't get any decent characters after rolling her, and then I got fucking Tesla out of nowhere, and he just instantly fucking broke my bad luck streak, and I got a whole bunch of like high rarity characters after that. I'm so used to Tesla just not being in the fucking game, and whenever he is here, he's just paired with fucking Einstein. Not Einstein, Lion Man, fucking Edison, that's it. And they always do the same AC/DC joke, and I'm like, let fucking Tesla cook on his own, or let let him also cook on it. Let the other guy cook on his own. Might get into spoilers talking about it, but I guess just wait 2 years to find out. Yeah, fair. Limbo Company has been the only one you've been playing consistently. God bless. Anyway, Poggers, one of my favorites, is actually here. I am one of the heroic spirits from proper human history that made their way to Olympus from Atlantis. By the time you hear this recording, the rest of us will most likely have lost our transient bodies. Bluntly, we'll have been annihilated. Yes, that's right. By the time you hear this, every heroic spirit from proper human history who made it to Olympus will have vanished. Shit. Alright, well that's unfortunate. They're all gone? I mean, at least he made an appearance. I hope you don't mind that I started off with such bad news. I just thought that leading with the bad would make the good news that follows it sound even better. What is it, lady? Should we start the recording over? No, let's keep it going. Let me start by introducing myself more properly. On second thought, you truly want to start over? Well, if you feel that strongly about it. Okay, everyone, we're doing audio and video this time. Are you all... I swear to God, if Edison pops up, I'm gonna scream. Then 3, 2, 1... I hate it here. I hate it here. Let my boy cook on his own. It's the two characters he's always stapled to. Ah! The God Destroyer Alliance. We will defeat the gods. Overcome all odds. Revolt against this shitty destiny. And strive for a better future. We are the forces that have gathered from across Atlantis and Olympus, the two sides of this lost belt. We are the God Destroyer army that has sworn to defeat the abominable clockwork gods ruling this world. Yo, Kentucky voice on point. God bless, dude. Kentucky? Bro, I lucked the was that it? Was that was the cutscene node? I was getting ready for that to last like 12 years. What the fuck? Helena closer to the root though. God bless her for it. God Destroyer Alliance based. Woo! That's the name, baby. Alright. What was the name of that? Thou art the harvest that reaps the stars. Oh, what a name! Let's fucking go. Oh, is this what's his name? Are we gonna talk about Roman? Gazing up at the sky. Always reminds me of my beautiful, fragile daughter. My dear daughter, who was born solely to be loved. You always loved everything that grew on the land. You always had such a bright smile on your face. I always hoped that one day you would meet someone wonderful, fall in love, and have a dear child of your own who looked just like you. Then that child would one day have a child of their own, and so on and so on. Until one day the land would be covered with your descendants. That's what I used to dream about, and I truly believed it would happen. But now... the melancholy of the waves. Why? Why? Why did you leave the land that day? So, we want to talk about what that was, or... Great Orbital Shrine, Olympia, Dodona. Every floor of Mirror Dungeons now give a modifier to the enemies, no example. Oh god, that's terrifying. Does it stack? Do you get like one on one floor and then another on the floor below that? Hanging Perimeter Gardens. The birds are chirping merrily again today. They sing the praises of Olympus. They sing of how happy they are to be here amongst its glorious skies, bountiful harvests, and beautiful vistas. And yet, my heart sits ill at ease. Sounds like you've got it rough too, hun. You're the queen, right? My world's version of Greek mythology. I remember Zeus falling in love with a human queen at one point. Pepe! Pongers! Pepe! It's our boy! But they say you fused with Zeus's first wife, Hera. Doesn't that feel like sharing a body with your mother-in-law? How can you stand it? And on top of that, you're even acting as his priestess. I guess Zeus must be really attached to you. And by the way, just out of curiosity, how does this Lost Belt feel about women's rights? Enough about women's rights, let's talk about women's wrongs. However, when you have bonus active, you only need to make it to floor 4 to get all the... Oh, okay. Me being sleepy at 12:21 a.m., I read it as pepperoni. Damn, I must be hungry. I support women's wrongs. Hell yes. During the Olympia Machia, Lady Hera suffered a grave wound and her original mechanical body was destroyed. But Zeus was reluctant to lose his beloved queen forever. By fusing her remnants with me, a heroic spirit from proper human history, he was able to prolong both of our lives. Such is the depth of his love for us. I see. Thank you for worrying about me, Pepe. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I was hoping to ask you about the Chaldeans. How could I say no to that? Especially after you so kindly been putting me up in your lovely palace, shrine. Oh, what's this? Are you two having a nice chat? Is this a guy from JoJo Part 5? His name is a food in Italian, after all. He's an interesting character. He's not actually Italian, he's Japanese that's just kind of acting out against his family wishes. But he likes Italians, apparently. Competing 3 floors gives all bonus lunacy and 80% of the max rewards for the battle. Oh, damn. Pepe is the creator of Shaltir from Overlord. Oh, no. He does have that vibe. Any friend of Kirshtaria Wodime is a friend of Zeus's. Please, make yourself at home. Why, thank you. Don't mind if I do, then. I must applaud your initiative, Queen Europa. Lady Demeter. I would never have thought to do something so dreadful as gathering information on Chaldea and proper human history. What's this all about? No, wait, let me guess. Is it because you feel responsible for letting them get away yesterday? I am so... Okay, so my one struggle when it comes to voice acting is I do not have a lot of good girl voices. I'm woefully bad at having a variety of girl voices. I just kind of make my voice soft and high pitched and then say, fuck it, that's good enough. And so, like, having 17 different girl characters is like, ah! The ball is ribbed for... Yes, that's right. I feel terrible about not being able to fulfill Lord Zeus's revelation. Oh, you poor thing. You really are quite the worrywart, aren't you? So it is a JoJo Part 5 character. Giorno is Japanese who decided to change his name into Italian. I mean, there you go. But you don't have to worry about things like this. Just let myself and the other gods take care of it. You may have assimilated with Lady Hera, but you're still only a demigod. Zeus would never want you pushing yourself beyond your limits. All you need to do is sit and smile by the flowers, like any young maiden your age. Have you met my daughter Persephone yet? I would just love to see you two become friends. Lady Demeter, I'm afraid Persephone is... a servant, was it? Heroes who were inscribed in humanity upon their death and now materialize as heroic spirits. So... it was Demeter. Demeter was the person at the start of this that was... which would explain why Hades is dead. What a truly awful procedure. I could scarcely think of anything more dreadful. Everyone knows humans should only be born from their mothers. Say, I have a wonderful idea, Europa. You should think of me as your mother now. It's quite alright, Europa. There's no need to be polite. I'm the goddess of the land, and the land has always been mother to all things. Oh, she's fucking crazy, isn't she? Mother of the land, huh? That sounds like Gaia, or Tiamat, if we're being honest, but we killed her already, so fuck it. In the Greek mythology I know, she was the mother of the earth, the gods, and everything else under the sun. She was also married to Uranus, the first god of the heavens. First there was chaos, then Gaia, the land, came forth and gave birth to everything. The land has always been a mother. That's how it's supposed to be. And the sea was also a mother, or at least it was supposed to be. Yeah, the sea is Tiamat from a different mythology. The sea. I didn't sense any sort of femininity in from the late god of the sea in Atlantis. Maybe that refers to the Oceanids, the daughters of the sea? Oh, Pepe, human sage, that isn't what I mean. I suppose it might be difficult for you to understand. But all the same, I'm certain the sea was also once a mother. Yeah, back in Babylonia times. I definitely don't have my eyes set on fucking larva. Not... Hold on, that came out awkward. I don't have my mind set on rolling larva. Like the third form larva, the hot one. The one with the big booba. This is where my tendency to use fucking as a filler word bites me in the ass every time, dude. God damn it. Listen, I've already got Tiamat in here. I have fucking KP. I have King Freya in here. She's doing her work. She's great. She's basically Tiamat already, where she's got the big old horns. The panic in his voice intensifies. Listen, 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 chat, listen, shut up. Shut up about it. Goddamn my fucking verbal tics, dude. Why Persephone a hero? I mean, she got kidnapped, yes, but in the end, Aid was probably the best husband ever. Yeah, listen, don't call the... Listen, okay. Larva is not a lolly situation. Larva's third form is gigantic bigga booba haluba. I will hear none of this. I will hear none of me being accused of being a fucking creep. Fucking larva has the biggest babooba. She is literally mommy energy. That's her whole shtick. Fuck you. Continuing on. Continuing on. You might need this word. Oh god. What is this emote? Ah, okay. That's what turned off 7TV for me. Hold on. There we go. Fine, fine. We'll turn that emote on. Ugh. I should also reactivate 7TV for me. Big Vuva Halupa. Yeah, listen, shush. You can throw that in Clip Club if you want, but also, where? Still gonna need a chat refresh, I think. Fair. Hold on. Let me, chat box, go. Now word is fine. Boop, boop, boop. Close. Open. I'll go find a picture of Larva just to prove it to y'all. Are we back? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Boop. Boop. Jover. It's Jover, dude. I looked it up, and yes, stage 3 seems to be an adult. Larva? Who's Larva? That's a long fucking question. That's a long. That's a long fucking sentence. When he said larva and fucking, we knew it was gonna be clipped. God damn it! I hate it here. Who isn't Larva? All right, you know what? Fine, chat. Fine, just to prove it. Just to prove it. There you go. This is the character I'm talking about. This is the character I'm talking about. This is the character that I'm talking about. I will hear no creep accusations here. Show her first form? No. I refuse. Yes. I've, like... Also the reason that I'm shooting for Larva. Another bad choice of words, but fucking maybe if I don't point it out, it'll be fine. Shut up, Scout. She's an alter ego. She's an alter ego. I have every alter ego except for Lip. The reason that I am going to try and roll for Larva when she comes out on the gacha. I mean, if Larva is mommy, then Kama is on the market too, right? I mean, like, again, if you're going horny for the right form of the character, like, sure, fuck it, right? Again, bad choice of words, but... Oh, God. I'm gonna stop digging myself into a deep, dark hole from which there is no escape. Listen, you know what? I'm already down here. Can we talk about how fucking Kukul Khan looks? Goddamn, dude. Kukul Khan in this? Like, hold on. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right servant. No, it's Quetz. No, Quetz is, no, Quetz is... Okay, Quetz also I emoji. Just saying. Is it not Kukul Khan? Yeah, it is Kukul Khan. Y'all. Why Kook gotta look like that? Why they gotta, like, bro, Kukul Khan's first fucking ascension? Goddamn. Anyway, horny posting over. A magical energy signal is making its way towards the ship. It's kind of faint, but I'd recognize this pattern anywhere. It's a servant. Damn it, now what do we do? We don't have anyone here who can fight right now. Uh-oh. Calm down, Manuel. Have you tried a more thorough scan yet? Cook is the original Oni-san. It is never over. I'm declaring it over. Damn it. It's Munure. Now, wait. What, now you can't even remember the food theme anymore? But anyway, good idea. I'll run a thorough scan right now. Easy there, guys. Just keep it together. I already scanned this servant myself, and there's nothing to worry about. Leonardo! Technical advisor, what are you thinking? You're supposed to be in recovery. Hey, what's the big idea? You know I prefer to be called Da Vinci. Anyway, don't worry about me. My recovery's still coming along fine. Holmes was nice enough to set things up for me so I could connect my consciousness to the border's core from the recovery pod. That said, most I could do right now is activate the systems that don't need the magical reactors to be rebooted. So you're not overexerting yourself then? Of course not. I'm still making my health my first priority. Isn't that what your family's homunculus used to do too? Tell me the name that I will make people unfamiliar with the game go Ayo. Oh, so you want the horny servant names? I can give you a list. There's a lot. Yes, it is. Ruthlessly so, in fact. But never mind that now. What did the scan tell us? Oh, right, the magical energy signal. Well, like I said, there's nothing to worry about. Their spirit origin is super high quality, but I can also tell from their low magical energy levels that they're in pretty bad shape. So it looks like a really high-end heroic spirit, one with a spirit origin that's on par with a divine spirit, has drifted here, probably from Atlantis. I'm just talking about what female small booba Da Vinci just said about wanting to be called Da Vinci. Oh. Call me by the name where the people... Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Drifted? So, what, you're saying they got sucked into the Great Pit's whirlpool? And they've been sort of floating around this area ever since instead of falling straight down? They've probably got some kind of passive ability that lets them move around like this even when they're adrift. Top of that list is Astolfo. Everyone knows Astolfo. I was talking to my SO earlier and they were like, yeah, that's Astolfo. Just fucking... Yep. The most well-known character in Fate stuff. God help me. Then we need to make a calm, level-headed decision. So we have a powerful divine spirit level servant drifting about in a weakened state. From Atlantis. Oh, is it Canis? Oh god, it's gonna be Canis. Now what is it? Relax, old man. That was just their new message sound. Looks like we've got a bunch of data from the Wandering Sea. Me looking at you, oh, cool, super huge robot. Yeah, no, that's, honest to God, that's what I really like about FGO, is, on one hand, you have big Bobuba waifu shit. On the other hand, you have really fucking sick designs that I absolutely adore. King Hassan? Bruh. That shit good. That man's design is sick as fuck. Huh, the readme is a video file. I'll put it up on the main monitor. Firstly, I want to congratulate all of you on making it to Olympus. Now that you have made it this far, I wish you success in cutting down the Tree of Emptiness. This is our main girl back at base camp. I have been going over all the data you sent me, and it has proven extremely useful. Thanks to what you learned by going up against the machine gods Artemis and Poseidon, we now know we can expect that the other gods of Olympus are similarly powerful mechanical beings with combat abilities beyond human ken. And above all, we have gained information from the ultimate weapon that Hephaestus designed and forged out of Achilles' divine construct armor. The longbow Orion used to shoot down Artemis. That piece of data turned out to be the final key. The fact FGO aren't like streamlined, aka Genshin and stuff, gives a lot of variance, both good and ill. Yeah. Wait, Hades is dead, right? We know that Hades used to be in the underworld. I'm assuming he's dead, but I don't know that we know that's a fact. Yang Guifei and Lude Nun are my favorites. Who? Fucking, Kiara? Bro, I have a soft spot for characters that are just unfucking, like, completely unreasonably horny. Horny beyond all canon logic. Like, those characters are hilarious and always the funniest characters. Belial and fucking, Belial in Grand Blue and Kiara in, this are the two, like, oh my god, y'all calm the fuck down levels. They are so uniquely their characters that I just love watching them be fucking goblins. Wants to jerk off with the planet. Is certainly horny. Yeah. Yeah. Don't look up Kiara's original Noble Phantasm from CCC. Good lord. That piece of data turned out to be the final key. The final key. This is the key that will give humans the means to bring down gods. The last hope we have of fighting back against these literal Deus Ex Machina. Kiara is a damn menace, my guy. An absolute threat. A walking problem. Wait, is it not the under... No, it's technically speaking not the underworld. Good lord. Lots of cutscenes in a row. Yeah, the designs of FGO are what are appealing. Like, here, hold on. Let me go show off. I'm showing off my list. Based, the legend himself, the absolute unit. God, look at this motherfucker. Super Orion? Dude. The absolute fucking legend. This man crits so hard he breaks the game. Love him. Tesla when he's, like, completely fucking pimped out. Brick House. He floats. I love that he got an animation update. He literally floats now. He is above your reckoning. Arthur. Obviously, I have a soft spot for Arthur. Knight Protector characters are my weakness. Paladins. Oh my god. I have bad news. Yes, I know Tesla's dead. I know he's not very good either. That reminds me. I don't like her design much. The fact that she turns into a Synchro Summon Dragon is pretty base, though. We'll see him later. Romulus equals Quirinus is 11 out of 10. Like, insanely goated. I have a question regarding Lost Belt 6. I don't have an answer. I don't know what goes on in Lost Belt 6. I'm pretty familiar with, like, most things that go on in FGO. I don't know anything about Lost Belts. I don't know anything about the .5 one. No, that's Valstrax. Yes, this man is wearing Valstrax. This man is literally wielding Valstrax as a weapon. Karna's god design from India is pretty fucking sick. I kind of wish the shirt wasn't that low, but God bless. Fucking Odysseus's design is awesome too. My man's a mecha pilot, like that's cool as hell. He's also a lot cooler when he's not an asshole. Although the fact that he has a boob window as a man is the peck window on Ascension 2 is like, okay, sure, why not? I kind of have to be an Ozymandias enjoyer purely because of the fact that I have him at MP3 because he keeps showing up. Who gave the twink tights? I don't know, man. Iskandar gets in here purely, not because of what he does in FGO, but purely because he's a badass in Zero. Love Francis Drake. Francis Drake, my beloved. God, look at Pirate Mommy. Side booba. Booba window for both genders. Truth. Is the design based off of the fact that one of Rome symbols were an eagle? I believe so. We'll see more of him later. Stay tuned. I do really like Summer Nero's look as well. God, the red dress is so cool, but just the giant fucking mech, like, pauldron things that she has, that's awesome. Who's the skull guy? This is probably my number one. This is King Hassan, the first one. The first assassin, the assassin that gave the name of Assassin. He was the most powerful, like, scariest dude in the setting for a minute. He assigned the idea of death to an unkillable primordial deity who, like, couldn't die because they didn't, like, their existence did not comprehend death. Like, she fundamentally couldn't die, and he put that on her because he's that good. Like, god damn, he's also busted as fuck. Like, he's really good. Obviously, we have to shout out to the 17th fucking Saberface in existence. Hi, Morg. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a normal one. Oh, shout out to Hijikata. Himiko is also pretty based. Purely because, like, wow, really good shrine uniform, and also, like, this design is really cute. So that gets pretty big thumbsy upsies from me. What's her number 2? Her number 2 is a good middle point. And the game crashed. Morgan is actually the 31st saber face. Oh, look, it's armpits. Y'all? Y'all? Calm down. That's normal, isn't it? What, the game crashing? Yes, always. The game does this a lot. I think it might also be my what I'm running it on. Cause Fate Crash Order. You have no leg to stand on, Mr. Larva Fucker. Shush. Dante requires you to cease this line of thought. Truth. The fact that Nero is blonde bugs me a little. Nero means black, so to usually represented by black hair here in Italy. But this Nero is hot, so I don't mind it. Yeah, they do Nero both good and bad in this. Jean, my beloved. Fucking Hijikata Toshizo is insanely based, dude. This man looks sick as fuck. All of his ascensions are incredibly cool. It's a shame he's kind of bad. Kinshi Hongdi. Oh my god. Oh my god. This man, Mothman, insanely based. This guy is a fucking legend. He looks weird. He's so good. Also, Quetzalcoatl as a fucking Santa wrestler. We'll talk about him later. Summer Martha, my beloved, my fucking beloved, dude. This girl has carried me through so much shit. I never got her to fucking NP2. She's not great, but like this ability right here, Jacob's limbs, when comboed with like a Merlin, she does so much fucking damage, dude. She punches so hard. I love her so much. Absolutely adore her. A lot of people have given me shit in the past for enjoying Summer Martha, but god, I love Summer Martha, dude. Edmond Dantes, literally just Nagito Kamayada from fucking Danganronpa. Love him. I like that his summer skin is the only one where he's not turned around. Tang Tang Hong Lu. Where is the whale thrower? The whale thrower is all the way back up here. This is a Summer Jean, where she just chucks fucking. I always keep her out of the. This is technically speaking her final ascension. I don't like this one. It's too magical, girl. Like I don't really vibe with that one. I like this one the best. I like the jacket. I like that she's got her normal hairstyle on. Yeah, third ascension is not. I don't really like the third ascension on her. Like it's summer. That third isn't summer. It's dumb. Fucking Ashia Dolmen, who I don't have the final ascension of yet because I haven't cleared the content that he showed up in. We'll get there. But he's supposed to be pretty fucking crazy. I just haven't put in the time to level him up yet. King Protea, my beloved. Thank you for carrying my JP account through so much fucking content. I saw her in a manga. KP here. KP, bro. I rolled her while I was in the middle of Camelot in fucking JP, like in my JP account when I was climbing with that. And this girl carried me through so much shit, dude. She carried me through fucking Babylonia, through I grinded insanely fucking hard to clear part 1 so that I could go and do CCC in 3 days. I beat the CCC rerun in 3 days to get BB as a fucking support, thanks to KP. This girl carried my ass, and I really intend to, like, give her more support. She's also NP3, so she does work. And also, we have her buff now, where she gets fucking NP resistance with each stack of huge scale that she gets. She's also got one of the most interesting kits in the game. Saitanai, Okita Altar, Virgil, this is Virgil. This is just Virgil. This is Virgil, but with boobs. She's also NP2, which I got out of nowhere. I love this fucking design. She's sick as hell. Like, goddamn, bro. Her Noble Phantasm is so good. FGO plus Olympus Company collab win. I would love that. Imagine pulling a Virgil. Kiara, my beloved. It's Kuchi in Genshin. Oh, sorry, I don't have her in her peak horny form. There we go. Like, like I'm not super horny for Kiara, mostly because she's insane. But like, I love her fucking crazy bad bitch energy. Like, do not ever interact with a person like this in real life, but damn, she's fucking fun to watch go off. And this is the other Kiara, where she has her her mermaid form, her like I just showed up and I'm in a swimsuit form, and her yeah, her this one. I don't use that one. Oh, shit. Streamer was banned for this stream. If FGO plus Limber happens, I truly want Karen and NP just driving the bus. That would be so fucking good. Also, Voyager. One of the other tropes that I absolutely adore in characters is characters that are just forces of raw, unfiltered positivity and humanity. Fuck yeah. And we got 2 of those in a row. Voyager's one of them. Romulus Quirinus is the other one. And like, Voyager is literally just out here like, he is the Voyager fucking space satellite, dude. He's the Voyager satellite. And his entire thing is, one day, humanity will reach the stars. We will get there at some point. And it's just, it's so positive and so uplifting. And he's such a sweet little goober. And like, I really like Voyager. I really like Voyager. He's also got a cool kit. And Abby. Abby, you're going back to First Ascension. Summer's over, girl. You need to put your clothes back on. Whenever summer rolls around, I put my characters in, like, their shirtless forms, basically. Like, hold on, where's Kukulin? Where's Ku? He's around here somewhere. There he is. Yeah, I always have Ku in the one where he just doesn't have a shirt whenever, that's why everyone's in, like, a weird ascension right now. I see Buppy. You see Doggo? Where's Doggo? Where'd he go? Yeah. Hessian Lobo. Lobo, the good boy, the ruler smacker. He is my only ruler smacker too, because he's like the only one that I have that's single target. God bless, we love him for that. I also got this guy. I wasn't really rolling for this guy, but I got this guy and he's pretty great. He's cool. He killed demons and doesn't afraid of anything. I really like his third form. His third form is pretty sick. I like the red hair and the fire coming off of him. Very neat. Who's one of the other characters? Oh, fucking, Diamond? Who I just have at NP3 for no effort of my own. He just keeps showing up. Oh, let's also talk about fucking, someone did a YouTube short of Roland versus Demon Slayer characters. Oh, no. Fucking Camilla Ryder, who I got to NP5 through no effort of my own. I was trying to get, Berserker, Summer Berserker. And, or Summer Berserker Musashi, and I just got 5 copies of her. So she owns my account now. I'm actually leasing this from her. And I'm okay with that. All 3 of her skins are... damn. Like, I love the hat one. I'm a little... this one is my most... fuck, alright, never mind. Smaller puppies. Doggos. Murasaki Rider is the better writer. I mean, I guess. I just like her fucking... She has good energy. I've always enjoyed her... when she's not being a crazy psychopath, she's fun. Like, she's a neat character because she's very much so like a confident, mature woman, and that's pretty good. It's just a shame that her assassin mode is like... fucking crazy. Very, like, psychopath dominatrix vibes, and it's like, that might be a little much for me, Chief. Here, I think I think she's still in Form 1, and I would like to put her onto something else. I don't really use her that often, which is unfortunate. Also, Kentucky Rider. Are you gonna do a pull? No. There needs when we get a new gacha like in here, I'll do one. Anyway, that's enough about me rambling about character designs. There's other ones that I could show off, but that's just my high rarity, boys. For now, let's continue with the story. Her assassin mode is blood. Thou art the harvest that reaps the stars is still a fucking raw line. Why is the world a cylinder? Because we're in Olympus. What the fuck is going on? Hello? The skyscrapers are collapsing. Damn these Olympian gods. Not even my defenses can stand in the face of their assault. They're about to break through every one of our defensive lines. Grah! Assemble my mass-produced mechanical soldiers. It's up to you to hold the last line of defense. Surprised you didn't say anything about the Reen faces. I don't... Reen's alright, but I don't really... Reen's not like my #1 character of all time, you know? Let them hear your roar, men! Even if we should vanish here today, the flag of freedom will still fly strong. Farewell, fellow Chaldeans. The rest is up to you now. Goodbye. Oh, no. I don't like this art. Why is Edison a lion? Because Edison is every US president bolstering their energy together and flowing it into exclusively Thomas Edison. And that made him a lion for some reason. I finished the first 2 summoning positions. I'm so close to finishing more, but we just don't have enough time. If we only had a few more minutes, I could have at least finished the 3rd and 4th. I'm sorry, lady. If nothing else, we should have at least made sure you could escape. Edison's group has been fighting admirably. They clearly learned much from their experiences in the singularities. But I'm afraid this is as far as we go. We are truly, utterly defeated. The gods' lone strike will surely demolish this entire sector before we can deal them even a single blow. Maybe we threw caution to the wind too soon. Or maybe we never had any chance of winning at all. Damn it. Damn it! Mechanical Olympian gods, huh? They're the real deal, so they might even know something about Mahatma. I know, but remember, they are the enemy of all proper human history.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ed Hart, thank you for the follow. They may well be ships that cross the sea of stars to come here, my wise and beautiful Helena. But they are absolutely not the stars you looked up to. Thank you, Mr. Tesla. You're very kind. It's the truth, lady. Hear me, gods! This world does not belong to you. You were consigned to the trash heap of proper human history long ago. You aren't protecting anything. You only suffocate humanity with your enduring tyranny. Humanity will never be your pets or plaything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know that they made it out of that. Mochi out there having a normal one. Anyway, continuing. Oh, we're forming party before the fight. Oh no. Ellipses. Ellipses. 2 ellipses now. Woke. Is that you, Mash? Good morning. Good, you're already up. I hope you don't mind if I come in. Good morning, Senpai. Fo! Did you sleep well last night? Are you okay, Senpai? You look pale. I feel like I just had a really bad dream. Mash? Senpai, as a matter of fact, I had a bad dream myself. I think it's probably because we heard that all the heroic spirits that came to Olympus from Atlantis were... Yeah, no, it's almost like we got chased by fucking insanely powerful ascendant super deities yesterday, and are currently being pursued by literally every person that's living a happy life in this singularity, or in this Lost Belt, who is attempting to kill us because they are living a happy and fulfilling lifestyle. And we're trying to take that away from them by murdering them all. So, yeah, understandable to have a little bit of a bad sleep. Time to believe in our Lord and Savior, Mecca Jesus Christ. Wiped out. So much for finding other heroic spirits to join us. Still, they did leave this hidden base for us. It should be more than functional enough for our purposes. And Musashi is here to help too, so it hasn't been a complete loss. Now that we've settled in here, we should report back to Director Gordolf. Our comm situation still hasn't improved, but at least we might not have so much interference down here thanks to the difference in atmospheric magical energy levels. Fo. Thanks, Fo. Fo. Come on, Senpai. Musashi and Holmes are waiting for you. Oh, so this is Mashu. The beloved eggplant, yes. Morning, Word! Did you sleep well last night? Oh, if you're hungry, there's breakfast to be had over there. I'll say this about Olympus, the food here is yummy. I visited lots of different worlds back when I was alive, and as food goes, this place is easily in the top 5. Now, Thanatos, my love story, the top stop-motion series makes sense. It must mean civilization here has flourished to the point where they can really focus on things like refining their cuisine. It's just too bad they apparently never got around to inventing udon. You really do love udon, don't you, Musashi? So do I. Oh, a fellow udon lover. Right, you just can't beat that texture. It's true, the way the noodles glide across your tongue while being delightfully chewy all at the same time always makes me end up eating more than I intended. Oh yeah, I know servants don't technically need to sleep or eat, but just because we can go without both doesn't mean we should, if you ask me. Getting good rest helps you feel centered and focused, and a good meal just makes you straight up happy. I mean, since we materialize with emotions and all, it'd be a waste to neglect them. I'm glad to see you're in good spirits, Musashi. You bet I am. I'm still me, no matter where I go or what I do. Sure, things might be kind of depressing lately, but in general, I like to smile my way through life. That's the kind of gal I was in life, and it's who I am today. Fo. Oh, morning to you too, Fo. So now that we've had a chance to slow down and catch our breath, I think it's a good time to tell you what I've been up to since we last saw each other in Russia. Ah, yes, our Russian vacation. And by vacation, I mean... First, just so we're all on the same page, I was able to meet up with you guys in Russia because of my, unique constitution. See, I was able to wander into neighboring worlds in life. I've always thought of it as Lady Kanon's guidance, though recently I learned it's actually called drifting. So I think what happened was that I ended up drifting right before the world was wiped clean. When I drifted back a moment later, there was nothing left but bleach white ground everywhere I looked. At the time, I thought I'd ended up on some blank slate parallel world somewhere. But after wandering around for a while, I drifted right into the snowy fields of the Russian Lost Belt. You with me so far? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, except for one thing. Right, back in Chaldea, your drift was recorded as something similar in nature to a ray shift. So my understanding was that you could only drift to different time periods and parallel worlds. Yep, as a rule, my drifts always put me in different worlds, never in the same one I drifted from. Before, if I wanted to drift back to the same world as all of you guys, I'd basically have to keep drifting between different worlds and hope I'd eventually get lucky. But it's weird now. Presumably the fucking... Yeah, presumably the bleached surface has something to do with this. When I drifted out of Russia, I found myself face to face with the same bleached white Earth of 2020. Yes, the apocalypse did canonically happen in 2020 in this setting. Well, it happened in 2018 in the JP servers, but, like, it lining up for 2020 was just a little bit too accurate. I tried a few more drifts after that, but they all turned out the same way. While I didn't always end up in the same location, I did always end up in the same world and time period. A bit surprising at first, but I realized I'd basically gained a superpower, the ability to teleport across long distances. From there, I spent my days wandering around, fighting off weird creatures, and testing how much I could control my new ability. Then, one day, suddenly one day... Watch yourself, woman. Colliding with another teleporter is unheard of, even in the Magecraft world. I ran into this guy who was kind of arrogant, but basically alright, and we ended up traveling together for a while. He turned out to know a ton about all kinds of things. Like he knew what kind of divine power my drift uses. And what happened to you guys after Russia. I'm not sure there was anything he didn't know. Anyway, he pretty much caught me up on the whole situation. So I decided to sneak into the Atlantic Lost Belt ahead of you guys and wait for you. Oh, I even managed to drift into Olympus, easy peasy. They never even knew I was here. Unfortunately, my drift only works on me, so I couldn't bring Robed Guy or any other heroic spirits along. That's fine! He showed up in fucking Atlantis and saved our asses, and I still don't know what the fuck is up with him. Because he looks like Roman, who was a guy that died in part 1. They're probably gonna need more help besides just me. Should we spend more time looking for other servants? No need. Circumstances being what they are, we can be assured that a grand servant will appear in the Atlantic Lost Belt. That servant will be a much more powerful ally than you could ever hope to be. That being said, yeah? They will need you as well. If you want to come along, I can take you as far as the Atlantic Lost Belt, but no further. The Counter Force truly is nothing if not meticulous, meandering, and mean-spirited. This is foreshadowing to Ordeal Call, I have no doubt. So basically your self-warping powers really came through. Yep, I always used to think of this tendency to drift as a problem, so I'm glad it turned out to actually be useful for once. So in exchange for no longer being able to race shift to different time periods and parallel worlds, you're now essentially able to freely teleport, at least to a certain extent. It's very impressive that you've been able to make your way into Lost Belts without embarking on a zero sail. Yep, I'm not really sure how it works myself, but that all sounds right. So in summer, your drift ability involved jumping into the rift between worlds then emerging into another world. I think it's safe to assume that it still works the same way, since that would explain how you were able to get past the Lost Belt's storm walls. The idea that you're jumping into a higher dimension than falling back down to a lower one. Musashi be like, I want to go there. Good luck, everyone else. And then vanishes. The only difference is that before, you could fall down to any number of possible destinations. But now you're only falling back to this world, which is why you always emerge somewhere here. Yeah, exactly. Guess I can't really call it drifting anymore then, can I? Faux. What about the robed guy? Can you tell us any more about him? I'd like to know that too. Is he the robed figure we've heard rumors about in the other Lost Belts? The one who claims to be from Chaldea? Sorry, but I can't answer that. He made me promise not to. Then I still owe him for giving me food and shelter for a night, so I can't go back on my word. I see. Well, I'm still glad to know he helped you. Right, he did, didn't he? We may not know who he is, but we do know he sent you here to help us. And if it's thanks to him that we were reunited, he's got to be on Chaldea's side. Yeah, maybe? I mean, it'd be great if that turned out to be the case. Anyway, Word and Mash, there's something I want you to keep in mind. Yes, the heroic spirits who came here from Atlantis may all be gone now, but you still had allies here willing to risk their lives for you. So while it might feel like you're fighting all on your own sometimes, you're not. You may not be able to see it, but your home world of proper human history is still here to back you up. Yeah, there's always been someone around to help us. Hearing you say that is all the reassurance I need to know that you'll be alright. Faux. Ah, faux? I see you're raring to go too, Faux. That's the spirit. You're right, motivation is the key to success, and we're gonna need all the motivation we can get so we can settle things once and for all. What, does saying it out loud scare you? Don't worry, we can do this. You guys already took out 2 of the gods. But we only managed to do that because we had so many servants helping us. Not to mention they all had enhanced their spirit origins using the Olympian gods Theos Kilronomia. On top of that, they had to risk everything they had, and even then we were only just able to eke out a victor. This isn't good, Mash. You've been bit by the cowardice bug. Fope? A cowardice bug? Bugs like that need to be shaken off as soon as possible. So on that note, go ahead, Norton up, Mash. Huh? Go on, no need to be modest. You know we only just got up, right? Luckily, you can shake off the cowardice bug pretty easily just by getting in some exercise, which means you're doing this too, whether you like it or not. That goes for you too, Mr. Detective. Don't think I don't see you watching over there. Oh, good grief. It would seem Eastern Samurai intuition, especially at a Sword Saint's level, is a frightening thing indeed. Holmes, should you be up and about yet? Oh, yes, I'm quite alright, Miss Curiolite. In fact, I feel even lighter on my feet now than I did before we left the border. As far as I can tell, I've recovered to the point that I may indeed engage in hand-to-hand combat once again. These medical nanomachines are truly marvelous things. You found Demeter Kilronomia here too? Correct. These Theos Kilronomia, a collective mass of microscopic authority, are named after Demeter, one of the goddesses of Greek mythology. Imagine stumbling through your lines. Fuck. Demeter is the goddess of fertility and the deity who cultivates ambrosia, food which grants immortality. According to the mythology of proper human history, she is best known for the tale of her beloved daughter's abduction. Persephone was abducted by Hades and made the queen of the underworld despite Demeter's desperate attempts to bring her back to Olympus. I've heard people say it as Demeter and Demeter, and honestly, I don't know which one is more appropriate. Kilronomia. Demeter Kilronomia. I remember seeing it once back in Atlantis, but... True, but the Kilronomia that were being kept here are far more effective than the Kilronomia we saw in Atlantis. If we could bring some back with us to study later, I have no doubt we could... Okay, no more questions. It's time for morning training. Don't worry, Word. You can have breakfast as soon as it's over. Senpai? Feel both work because it's really hecking old. Yeah, I mean, fair. Looks like you and I are doing some morning training, Mash. Right, understood. This morning training seems like it will be very different from the simulator training I'm used to, but I'll do my best to adjust. Very well, Miss Miyamoto, if you insist. But be warned, Baritsu is a very highly versatile martial art. If you think your katana alone will grant you an easy victory, I would advise you to reconsider your tactics. Oh, I see somebody remembered to bring their trash talk. Okay, guys, come at me whenever you like. My void sword is ready and waiting. Oh boy, 1v1ing a saver servant. If only I had someone for this. Chloe, get the fuck in here. We'll bring Holmes. Damn it, what do you mean set Mash as a starting member? Where's, or alternatively, we could Super Orion this motherfucker. Now, let's go with let's bust out the 4-star roster, give him a chance to shine. This is gonna be a bit fucking filthy, I would think. We'll see. I don't know how good, Chloe is at actually looping. I also didn't really set up my backline for this, and I don't know how hard this battle is gonna be. I'm completely blind on battles going forward, so this is gonna be fun. Alright, here we go. Pop all of our buffs, and then tell Chloe to go crazy. Double quick, maybe not the best thing to see if I'm trying to loot, but oh well. She's got a 50% charge thing. I like that theme a lot. The theme is very upbeat. Damn, she didn't get the 50% charge. Ow, that was a crit miss. Huh? Ma'am? Alright, you hear me out though. What if we la looped again? La loopa. But this time with a 100% crit arts card in the back line for it. There we go. Oh no, that's not gonna get us all the way. Oh my god, never mind. Holy shit, Chloe. What the fuck? Chloe really came out here and said, "Alright, hold on, let me just get the full charge again real quick." Uh-oh. Mash! Boy, do I hope she doesn't have a fucking I hope she doesn't have Pierce Invuln again. That would be unfortunate. Na-na-na-na-na-na. We got to fucking loop that 3 times in a row, dude. Love to see it. Castoria is a balanced and fair support character. Bonk, 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 bonk. Go ahead. Smack mash as hard as you want. She's too oh shit, remove buff. Wait, hold on, wait. Hi, Desti. Hope you're having a good one. Alright. Double guaranteed crits though. Her buffs are down, but like double guaranteed crits. Pretty good. She's still gonna be doing number. Especially with these crits. God, she crits so fucking hard, dude. I love that I said, let's give the 4-star squad some rep, but like, then they by mash. She really just came out here and completely backhanded mash. Good lord. Anyway, she's invincible this turn, so I'm just gonna do this and try to have Altria pop her fucking NP so that next turn she doesn't completely and utterly dumpster us. There we go. And she's gonna be able to NP next turn, and that's gonna suck. Alright. Do it like this. Hopefully she doesn't get... Actually, no, even if she gets Pierce Invul, it doesn't fucking matter because Altria is a fair and balanced character. I still can't believe they fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Power crept that. Na-na-na-na-na. This is the kind of thing that I need to start getting fucking emotes made for. If I wind up playing a lot more FGO, I need to fucking get emotes made for whenever I use the super that I use like all the time. That way chat could just post the funny emote while we're supering. I could do the same thing with egos in Olympus, but enemies with buff removal say hello to Castoria. I mean, I guess, but still, like... Yes, wow, there's counterplay to everything in the game. Thank you. The Odyssey had a purpose multiple times. I feel like we could do that. Your Odyssey serves no purpose. Isn't there... does someone already have an emote of the Otis glowy eyes thing? The low tier god bit? Your Odyssey serves zero purpose. I know, right? Food always tastes better, even after a good workout. I feel like I might throw that on here. For some reason, I just had a desire for the 3 telepole users going telepole gang, and they are just howling. Telepole gang, awoo! I think Olympian cuisine might be my new favorite food. I agree. At first glance, it doesn't appear to be anything special. There's bread, ham, salad, milk, the same kind of staples we've seen in all sorts of different times and places. And yet for some reason I can't put my finger on, everything here tastes completely different. Otis after she is no longer Dante's subordinate. Your Odyssey serves zero purpose. Well, maybe not completely different. I mean, the bread is still bread. The ham is still ham, the milk is still milk, and so on. From the moment you first take a bite, you can sense the flavors changing at least 3 times. And every single one of them is a breathtaking culinary experience. I know exactly what you mean! I had the same reaction the first time I went around sampling the local cuisine. While we've still only seen a small fraction of what Olympus has to offer, we now know that it is an enormous, highly advanced city with many tall skyscrapers, that its nanomachines guarantee its populace long, healthy lives, and that its incredible prosperity, I might add, that is independent of any sort of currency, enables its people to devote themselves to art and academia, thereby further enriching its culture with no need for any kind of manual labor whatsoever. Their daily lives are happy affairs, praising the gods with bright smiles on their faces. War and combat are simply unknown to the people of Olympus, well, except for where we are concerned. Yes, I see. There is no better word to describe this interstellar mountainous city of Olympus than utopia. Utopia. The sort of earthly paradise people have been dreaming of since time immemorial. But even the food here is simply sublime. The Chinese Lost Belt Empire was arguably a type of utopia as well. But its ideals were only achieved by concentrating its culture on a single spot. Olympus, on the other hand, shares its wealth in every sense of the word, and all without any conflict whatsoever. It really is a paradise beyond human achievement. I must say, even I don't know what proper human history could do against an opponent like this. Why Holmes hot? Conan Doyle described Holmes with a really big nose and a horrible fashion sense. Okay, so there has been implications every once in a while. Never... They may have confirmed it, like, later on and stuff, because I think I've seen a servant design that looks a lot like Holmes, but not Holmes. That's not really Sherlock Holmes. There's been, like, one or two drops here and there that have been, like, that might not really be the heroic spirit Sherlock Holmes. Just saying. Fo. Hey, Holmes? Yes? Did you not notice Word and Mash had only just cheered up? Did you really have to rain on their parade like that? Besides, as far as we're concerned, it doesn't matter whether this place is a utopia, an amusement park, or a front for organized crime. You guys are from proper human history, which means this is a fight for your very survival. He's like Da Vinci that desired to be different? I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with Holmes. I'm not, far enough along to really answer that question, and please no one in chat drop a spoiler in here, because I'm pretty sure that comes up later. And the only way you guys are going to walk away from this alive is if you beat them before they beat you. Word, you're here on behalf of all proper human history. I know that isn't the kind of position you wanted, and that you didn't really get a choice, but there it is. And you've got enough in your udon bowl as it is without piling on extra toppings. Perhaps. With that being said, Miss Miyamoto. Musashi? Thank you for worrying about us. I really do appreciate it. But it's okay. We need to know who it is we're up against. We need to know who the people of the Lost Belts are, even if we are attempting to cut their world off from proper human history again. We already decided that it would be wrong to avert our eyes from the effects of our actions. Wait, is that what this is about? Right and wrong and stuff? Huh? Fo? Huh? I mean, the key to walking away from a battle alive is to keep things as simple as possible, right? It's all well and good to worry about your opponent's circumstances, your own moral code and stuff. Unless Holmes, he's actually Arthur Conan Doyle. I don't think so, but that would be pretty funny. But you have to be able to separate yourself from those things, because worrying about them in the heat of battle is only going to help you lose. I mean, I'm not good for much except slicing folks up like some kind of human meat grinder, you know? So many undue pressure about stuff not directly related to matters of life and death when I'm in the thick of enemy territory is the last thing I need. I see. So your comments just now were not meant to console Mr. Word and Miss Kirilight there, but rather... Yep, I just wanted you to cut it out and make it easier for me to win. Basically, there's a time and a place for everything, and that includes thinking. I mean, yes, that's obviously true, and I do get your point, but... I don't know if I'll always be able to do that, but I'll try. Exactly, just take it easy. Can't win a fight if you're busy moping. Anyway, I'm sorry again for raining on our breakfast parade. Oh man, now my soup's all cold. No need to apologize, Miss Miyamoto. I should have known better than to voice those thoughts at that time. Let's come to visit. Good luck with your werewolf weaponry. Thank you. Hi, Bob. Sorry, I didn't say hi. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, yeah, you were the one who rained on this parade in the first place, not me. Now that you mention it, I suppose I was, wasn't I? I do beg your pardon. Is that all you gotta say for yourself? Fo. Please go easy on him, Musashi. What in the world are you all doing at this hour? Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to disturb you. No, and thank you for breakfast. It was absolutely scrumptious. Breakfast? Ah, I see. That wasn't me. The twins made it for you. Twins? Are those the people we saw yesterday? Yeah, there's also a Moriarty. That's right, though I doubt you saw their faces at the time. Why don't you two come out already? This is your base of operations now, isn't it? Oh, hey. Were these the kids that we ran into? I'm glad to hear you like the food. Were you able to get enough rest last night? We slept great, thank you. Oh, good. I've never had guests before, so I wasn't sure if I did a, good job or not. Never mind that now, sister. Aw. For the time being, it looks like you're all at a point where you can talk again. I'm glad to see that the Kilranomia is working. I wasn't sure if it would fit your spirit origin or not. Indeed it did. I'm greatly obliged for your help. Wait, did you give me some too? You? Kilranomia? Don't be ridiculous. It'd be one thing if you'd undergone biomodifications like the elite soldiers, but there's no way Kilranomia would ever be compatible with a normal human from proper human history. No, all I did for you was cast a light healing spell since you didn't have more than a few scratches. Thank you. You're very welcome. Foe. Chaldea, visitors from proper human history. Well, I guess that doesn't really apply to all of you, but anyway. Is that a member of Organization 13? Trust me, we made that joke yesterday. It does certainly have, he does have that vibe. You must mean me. I'm Makarios, and this is my older sister Adele. Hello. It's very nice to meet all of you. We're the God Destroyer Alliance, or at least what's left of it. It's good to meet both of you. I'm Mash Kirilight. I'm Miyamoto Musashi, Wandering Servant. How about you in the hood? I have nothing to do with those twins. Introducing myself now would only complicate things. You don't say. Okay then, who's your owl friend? Hoot hoot. Foe. All the gods of Olympus are machines. A mechanical owl shouldn't exactly be a shock. If you say so. Adele? Makarios? Thank you again for saving us yesterday. I don't know what we would have done without you. Are you, both from Olympus? Yes, that's right. We're both official Olympus residents. We have citizen numbers and permanent ration cards, and we live our lives by the grace of the gods' blessing and protection. But the truth is, not now, sister. Save it for later. They need to know what's going on before we tell them about us. Makarios. I said no. It's still too soon to tell them about us. Besides, Chaldeans, I'm sure there's someone else you'd all rather be talking to. Tesla? They're dead though, right? Voice recording for Chaldea, pattern B2. Alright, where to begin? For the time being, I've entered all the information we possess into this base's data processing unit. It's embedded with a simple artificial personality program, so it can answer most questions you might have. That concludes the video portion of the instructions. I'll let the artificial personality take it from here. There, I think that should do it. Activation complete. From here on, I, the artificial intelligence, will do the talking. Yes, the picture remains the same, but get over it! The image is a recreation made by recycling existing video footage. An AI? An AI, eh? I suppose that shouldn't surprise me from one of the greatest scientific minds among the heroic spirits. Don't forget, you can always switch to me if you don't care for the half-witted eccentrics persona. You can also switch to me if you prefer. I can't do anything Mahatma related though. Sorry, I can't be of more help. Anyway, hi there, Chaldeans. It's nice to meet you all. Elena? So the servants who left these recordings for us weren't summoned to Chaldea, nor were they the ones we met in any of the singularities. I guess technically speaking, Tesla isn't the one. Tesla and Edison aren't the ones we met in singularities. They're their own independent summons. Their own servants that were from proper human history were summoned here to this lost belt. I don't know. Edison only materials like that in that singularity. Yes, good point. Thomas Edison's Lionhead spirit origin only came about in the 5th singularity. So we should still retain his memories of us, just like John Alter. Alright, let's begin with the basics of Olympus. Your opponents here are, in a word, gods. That was me. I decided to pause the AI for a bit. Before you hear any more, I wanted to warn you that you guys will probably... You'll probably be shocked by what they have to say. It might even be enough to make you despair completely. Some of the heroic spirits that made it here only stuck around long enough to say nobody could win against gods. So I just wanted to make sure you're ready for what comes next. It's okay. Keep playing. Right, we can't do anything if we don't know what we're up against. So please, Makarios, Adele, let us see the rest. First, let's begin with the gods. The gods of Olympus, the rulers of this lost belt, are genuine deities that have existed since the age of gods. Those deities, including the ones you may have seen in Atlantis, are beings who came here from far, far across the universe. Reaction shot. Foe, 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 foe! I trust Macarios and Adele are there as well. They, like all residents of Olympus, refer to the gods as thus. Deities who came here across the Sea of Stars, the Great Ones. The descendants of primordial chaos, the great systems of prosperity who bear the Cronus crown. And of course, the 12 Olympian machine gods. The Sea of Stars. We knew that these machine gods were interstellar weapons, but this is way bigger than I was expecting. I mean, huh? So, hang on, let me just make sure I've got this straight. You said these are super ancient gods who came here across the Sea of Stars, right? So then, that would make them space aliens, right? Foe. Not quite. It would not be entirely accurate to refer to them as merely as intelligent life forms from another planet. Based on everything we know now, it seems they are more akin to machines from an extremely advanced civilization. One they may reside outside our galaxy, or at the far ends of our universe, or in an entirely different universe altogether. Yes, that's more or less correct. I'm surprised. I thought you guys would be a lot more taken aback. Why aren't you? Well, after Atlantis, I had a feeling they'd be something like that. I see. Alright, now should be a good time to proceed. Next, I have more information about the gods for you. From this point onward, I will be telling you how this Lost Belt differs from proper human history, and at what point in time it diverged. First of all, how did these gods originally come to be? The first gods were born from primordial chaos, and eventually the younger generation fought the Titanomachia, the First Great War. Oh hey, look. Up until this point, the world was largely the same as it was depicted in the myths of proper human history. The Titanomachia was a war between the Titans, the gods of the old generation, and Olympus, the gods of the new. As I recall, Zeus defeated his own father, Cronus, the king of the Titans. And in doing so, he gained control over the rest of the Pantheon. Are we going to talk about how Cronus ate his kids, or is that just not... Okay, we're just not addressing that. The gods of Olympus won that war, and Zeus became omnipotent as a result. Omnipotent. Then there was a second Machia, the one that took place roughly 14,000 years ago. During this war, also known as the Lucas Machia, the gods of Olympus did battle with an enemy that threatened the entire world. Unfortunately, details pertaining to this event are scarce unless you've played Fate Extra... What was it? I think I have this one. Oh, unless you played Fate Extella. Not only was it not recorded in proper human history, most citizens of Olympus know very little about it. However, my distinguished colleagues, what we can say for sure is that we are certain this is the point where the Lost Belt diverged from proper human history. So, to address this as someone that knows a little bit about Fate lore, the way that this worked was this was an alien entity, an alien destroyer, that came down to wipe out the entirety of Earth. And threw hands with the Olympian gods, and they got so fucked up by it that they, like, weren't machines anymore. They like, had to downgrade in order to keep surviving and existing. So, that's the big divergence point, is they actually dumpstered this guy in this timeline, as opposed to the mainline timeline where they got fucked up. Foe. The Third Great War, the Gigantomachia, a battle against the enormous Gigantes that took place about 3,500 years ago, serves as further evidence of that divergence. Yeah, Velber2 says hi. Hi, Velber! That's also what Altria is in this. Attila the Hun was like a... She was like a remnant or a reincarnation of that giant that showed up and was like... She was the destroyer and showed up to kind of blow stuff up, but fuck it. That's where we get to the deep lore that I don't quite vibe with, that I don't have a working understanding of. In proper human history, this Machia was the second and final great war of Greek mythology. In the version from proper human history, the gods of Olympus, aided by human heroes, eventually succeeded by vanquishing the mighty Gigantes. I think the great hero Heracles even played a part, if I'm not mistaken. But, in this Lost Belt, the gods eradicated every last gigant in an instant. How did they accomplish such a feat? By preserving their mechanical god bodies, which in proper human history had long since faded away, I presume? Exactly. The Olympian gods used their original machine god bodies to obliterate the Gigantes all at once. At least that is our working theory. In proper human history, the gods' machine bodies were lost long ago. But here in this Lost Belt, the gods were somehow able to retain them. The result is the very Atlantic Lost Belt in which we now find ourselves, a world ruled by machine gods who still possess their once-lost mechanical bodies. So then in proper human history, the gods of Olympus were meant to lose their machine bodies between 14,000 and 3,500 years ago? So it would seem, but here the gods remained alive and well. And as long as these mechanical gods from beyond our universe have their original bodies, they are not even affected by the deterioration of the Age of Gods that was meant to occur. That brings us to the fourth and final Machia. As with the second, this one has no equivalent in proper human history. It is peculiar to this Lost Belt. A few thousand years ago, the gods of Olympus split into two factions. Their conflict revolved around what to do about humans, whether to rule over them or to coexist alongside them. This schism led to a fierce disagreement between the gods. Zeus, Demeter, Aphrodite, Hera, and Artemis wanted to rule, while Athena, Hades, Poseidon, Apollo, Hestia, Ares, and Hephaestus wanted to coexist. We believe Poseidon initially sided with the rulers, but that he eventually ended up defecting to the other faction. Gods on each side enlisted loyal lesser gods as their disagreement devolved into full-blown war. This battle went on to be called the Olympia Machia, or the Great War of Olympus, as it's known in Atlantis. Both sides fought fiercely. And the remains of the mechanical gods who were killed fell to Atlantis, where they formed islands. In the end, the faction supporting rule over humans was victorious, and the opposition survivors were punished. For example, Poseidon, the sea god. His divine core was rewritten, reducing him to little more than an automated defense unit to protect the Great Pit. And that brings us to today. The gods who wait a minute. Okay. Zeus, Demeter, Aphrodite, Hera, and Artemis. Okay, that's all of them. Because Zeus, Demeter, and Aphrodite are the three ones that are still, like, fully intact. Hera got fucked up and was merged with, Europa. Okay. The gods who emerged triumphant in all four Machia continue to rule this Lost Belt, with the city of Olympus as their capital. Today, there are 5 gods who reside within Olympia Dodona, the great orbital shrine that makes up the center of the city. Zeus, the omnipotent god of the heavens. Europa, the divine queen who fused with the goddess Hera. Demeter, the goddess of the land. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. And finally, the Dioscuri, the ancient twin gods. The Dioscuri. Not now, Macarius, not now. Technically, the twin gods of Dioscuri are a divine spirit, which makes them neither living gods nor mechanical ones. They died once and were transformed into a divine spirit. Who killed them, you ask? I wish I could say it was the God Destroyer Alliance, but it wasn't. No, their killer was the Cryptor Kirshkartio Bodime. Really? Really? A mage, a human mage, killed a god? After that, Kirshkataria formed a contract with the Dioscuri, making them his certain. Bro, Bodime is raw as fuck. Holy shit. My man killed a god and then made them his bitch. What the fuck? Also, Hydor. Turns out the twins are weak to meteors. Who'd have thought? I think everything is weak to meteors. To be clear, he did not summon their divine spirit from the throne of heroes. He formed a contract with genuine gods after they had been killed and reduced to a divine spirit. The Dioscuri are not among of the 12 Olympians, but they are no mere lesser god either. They are one of the ancient gods who accepted Zeus as the supreme being. To be precise, they are a divinity that have not been around since the Gigantomachina. From what we've been able to gather, they joined the pantheon by imbibing of Zeus's divine blood, his Kleronomia. Why, they are now considered children of Zeus, who sit with standing equal to Apollo in his glory days. And Kishtario Bodime managed to kill them. Hard to believe, isn't it? Ha 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 ha! If only it really was as bad a joke as it sounds. Nanomachines, son. They should have just stayed dead. Them a divine spirit? What a load of crap. The Dioscuri are deranged. They don't deserve to be spirits, let alone gods. But please forgive my brother. He swore an oath to the late Athena that he would one day take revenge on the twin gods for their murder of our 100-odd fellow Alliance members. Oh! The Dioscuri are bloodthirsty maniacs, death incarnate, human killers. They killed almost all of the humans who joined the God Destroyer Alliance. There are only a few members left now, including us. That must have been really hard for you. Oh, well, Chaldeans, why are you acting like that? Aren't you scared? We're up against murderous gods. Gods who actually enjoy going out of their way to slaughter people. And if that isn't bad enough, there's another guy out there strong enough to make them his flunkies. Eisenogre. Just the idea that you might have any chance of beating them is absurd. Yeah, it's absurd. We know some of the heroic spirits gave up and walked away when they found out how the Gigantomachia ended. So what about you guys? What's your deal? Does the fact that you guys aren't more phased mean your world, proper human history, is even more messed up than ours? Stop that, Makarios. That's no way to speak to people we've just met. Oh. Sorry, everyone. I got a little out of hand there. But please, it's fine. Really, I don't blame you for being taken aback. We've encountered so many different threats by now that I suppose our reactions must seem strange. I'm back. We dead yet? Not yet. Gods from another universe? Mechanical gods with frightening powers? This is where I lost 6 of my belts. Oh no, that's so many belts, Orange. Twin gods who enjoy taking lives? Kirstaria who's strong enough to make those gods his servants? Every last one of them is a tremendous threat. Threats we may very well not be able to deal with. We've been sitting in cutscene land for a minute. We had one fight against, what's her name? It's okay, Orange is a Final Fantasy character. Okay, he's got like 50 belts. Gotcha. He has plenty of belts to spare. Yeah, we've been in cutscene land. We had one fight against Musashi. I'm hoping we're getting to some more content in a minute. I am designed by Nomura, a fate worse than death. And these revelations are shocking for us. It's tempting to despair in the face of such overwhelming odds. But all that being said, we're just going to do the best we can. Every good JRPG has at least 10 2-hour cutscenes. Oh yeah, no, mood. I can't wait to play some fucking Final Fantasy 16, dude. I hope I get word back on a job soon. I'm gonna go send out more job applications sooner rather than later. Because I think the ones that I sent out aren't doing anything. Damn, that means Olympus isn't a JRPG, does it? Dude, 16? Mixataverse, it's new card season. Oh yeah. I don't have a PS5. Neither do I. That's my... I've been heavily tempted to at least try the trial for 14. Dude, 14 goated. 14 really good. Isn't Olympus Korean? That's true. Olympus is a KRPG. Different genre. Yeah, dude. Like, 14, I will show 14 every day, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. I could literally talk for hours about that. You're gonna do the best you can. That's it? Are you kidding me? You know, Word, I honestly can't tell if you're being arrogant or modest. Okay, I think I get it now. And a fair amount of the cards are Grand Blue characters. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. I get what you guys are like now. You're just how Edison said you'd be. He was right after all. So you Chaldeans really are just a pack of weirdos, huh? Well, nothing wrong with that. You've convinced me. I like you guys. Fo-fo. So you get it now, huh? That's great. They really are weirdos, aren't they? Fo. Arrogant, plainly. Ah, what the hell are you? Don't jump on us. What are you, some kind of squirrel? Look, Makarios, I think he likes you. Phone. Eek! Hey, get away from my sister. It's a mascot character. Oh no. Truly the terror of the world. Hold on, I'm gonna order food. Oh god, what do you mean? Another cutscene, don't fuck me. We had a handful of them and they moved along pretty quickly, so I just hope that this one's not gonna take 17 years like the last one. Hi, Mantiforce. Weirdos, huh? Who are you, hooded man? Are you Kirstaria in fucking disguise? Who is Olympus's marketable plushie? You can't say Bongi. Bongi. It's Bongi. Dawn. It's also Dawn. Eating him makes you stronger. Just wait till you reach LB6. Oh, I'm very glad that I'm progging this. Thou art the harvest that reaps the stars. And by reaping the stars, they meant taking 17 fucking hours to get to anywhere. So, Musashi was talking about how good udon was, and I'm gonna see about getting some udon. If the place near me has it. Oh, it looks like they might not. They specialize in rolls. Yeah, it's mostly hibachi. Hold on, please be patient with me for a moment. I'm looking around to see if there's any udon. Is there like a search option? There we go. Oh, they do have it. Okay. They do have udon. Yum, yum, yum. Beef yakisoba bowl. Let's go. Ooh. And it's not obnoxiously expensive like my normal delivery. I moved recently, so I'm getting used to finding locations that aren't obnoxiously far away to order food from. Vergilius is marketable when he's a horse, yes. Can't be Dawn. She's received character development. It's still Dawn. It's always gonna be Dawn. Until Dawn stops going, Rimbus Company! Like, she's always gonna be the marketable plushie. Yes, that's the right way to think about them. Macarios, they're all hopeless weirdos. That's been the case in every other Lost Belt so far, too. No, that's not to say that means they'll be able to accomplish the same thing here. What are you talking about? Marketable Meru? I don't know that Meru is marketable. You're only here because the collaborator sent you, right? So what do you get? So where do you get off acting like you know so much about Chaldea? Collaborator? That's what we call the person who's been so kindly aiding our God Destroyer alliance. We don't know their true identity either, but they've been a big help to us, especially with producing supplies for combat. We were told that the collaborator sent this hooded man here to help us, but... Say, you in the hood, you are on our side, right? This is definitely Roman, of course. I am for now, at least. Otherwise, I would have let the gods do what they wanted with you. I am an acquaintance of this collaborator you speak of, and on second thought, that's enough for now. Excuse me. I apologize if I'm way off the mark with this, but are you? Kadok Zemlupus. Oh! Kadok? Yes, I'll spare you the details of this particular exercise introduction, but suffice it to say, I am something of an expert when it comes to disguises. Well, Sir Hood, did we get it right? Hey man, what's the fucking up? I stole your wife, by the way. Kadok? Fo? What? Do you guys know each other or something? Oh my, does this mean you're part of Chaldea too? Wow, rude. Me, part of Chaldea? You've gotta be... Oh, forget it. Just hell no. Stole your wife, by the way. I want to give Holmes a wedgie. Damn it, Holmes, I get, but how the actual hell did you see through my disguise, Mash? I was using a disguise spell and everything. I'm sorry. Whoa, what are you apologizing for? It's not like you did anything wrong. Yeah, fair enough. Kadok, you saved our lives. I saved you? I only bailed you out because it would have been a waste to let you die back there. As far as I'm concerned, you're nothing more than pawns I can use to throw Olympus off balance, just like you did in Russia. Stole your wife, by the way. Joke's on you, I'm into that, because Kadok was our adventure. So, backstory for those of you who aren't aware. This guy was the main antagonist, Cryptor, so he was the boss of the enemy forces, basically. One of the two bosses in the first Lost Belt. He got his ass handed to him, and he left and got captured, and then he got taken back, and so now he's kind of looped around to helping us. So I'm gonna use you guys to further my own agenda. That's the only reason I bailed you out. It's not like you even have a snowball's chance in hell of winning here anyway. You forgot he also got donutted. Yeah, no, he did get stabbed. Between Zeus, Wodime, and the foreign gods' alter egos, you guys are hilariously outclassed. That's why I don't have to bother trying to kill you myself. Love me some heel face turn. I don't even know that he's a face at this point, but he's definitely on our side. Foe. Kadok, as a former member of Team A myself, I'm not part of Team A anymore. I'm a cryptor now. Hell, maybe I'm not even that anymore. Does this mean you are not acting with or behalf on the or on behalf of the cryptors here, Kadok Zimlupus? Hell no, I don't even have the slightest idea what Wodime's thinking. He went out of his way to have Rasputin get me, but he never told me why. He never told me why. You may have lost your Russian lost belt, but that doesn't mean you need to enter another crypto service. You can keep your serious light too. Tell me why? I need another hole in my chest. Tell me why? You're a free man, Kadok. All I want you to do is in this Atlantic Lost Belt is whatever you see fit. Is that your idea of a joke? Because if not, it doesn't make any sense. Aren't you the one who sent Rasputin to get me off the Shadow Border? That was entirely the priest's decision. I have no right to give the foreign god's disciples orders. As for why he saved you, your guess is as good as mine. Perhaps he only wished to prevent you from leaking information. Yeah, well, there's not much I could have told them besides what which cryptor was where. None of us have any idea what the Trees of Emptiness are actually made of, and who the foreign god really is, after all. Of course not. The foreign god couldn't care less about any of you, after all. The foreign god isn't going to tell you anything, nor do they expect anything from you. They couldn't care less if you lived or died. Whereas the same cannot be said for me, as my every action carries the weight of the grandest expectations. Is that so? Well, excuse the hell out of me for being a third-rate mage. Huh? That's weird. What was that long silence about? It's fine, Kadok. Just get some rest for now. We won't have to worry about Chaldea for the time being. Canis has told me they've made their way to Scandinavia, but there's nothing we can do about them from here. So my only orders are for you to go about and see Olympus for yourself. And you actually think I can live up to your expectations, even after the total mess of things I made in Russia? I'm not the only one who can decide. I'm not the one who can decide whether or not you'll do that, Kadok. You are. He might as well not have told me anything at all, for all the difference it would have made. So now I'm doing whatever the hell I want, just like he asked. That's part of why I'm here. I'm gonna uncover the truth behind Zeus and what Wodime's really thinking. Oh, and what do you mean by that last part? I don't actually care what's going on in that head of his, but it's not like I've got anything else to do. So I'm gonna show that stuck-up aristocrat that things aren't always gonna go his way. I love that Wodime has just been, like, genuinely nice to him, and he's just like, that guy's an asshole. Oh, what's this now? Goodness, it's been so long since I've seen your face in person. I think the last time must have been back then, when you tore those poor Dioscuri twins apart. Keshtario Wodime. Good day, Lady Demeter, goddess of the land. Indeed, it has been a long time, hasn't it? It seems your memory partition is functioning properly, at least in regards to me. Oh my, how terrifying. That sounds as though you could destroy our true Alethea bodies whenever you like. Ah, Keshtario Wodime, a dreadful human capable of killing us single-handedly. You're quite the problem child, aren't you? It saddens me so, particularly since I think of you as my own son. Demeter, mournful goddess of the land. Mother of the beautiful Persephone who inherited much of Gaia's disposition. I urge you to share your boundless motherly love with humans other than myself. I have no need of it. Oh my. But there can be no children without mothers, nor can children grow without love and nourishment. Gods and humans are the same in this respect. Humans, humans, humans. This new intelligent species still barely older than a newborn babe. This precious, fragile intelligence we met on this planet. I love you all truly. I love you as though you were my own children. And I love you too, Kirstaria. In the same way you love Persephone? Why, yes! You know Zeus is absolutely right. There's nothing that brings a mother like me joy than to see her children grow up strong and happy. Which is why there's nothing I wouldn't do to make that happen. I would take an arrow for my children. I would gladly give up my body, my life, and my Alethea for them. Truly. Then I will take you at your word, Demeter, and trust that you truly bear a mother's love. As a matter of fact, Zeus's ideas of the restoration of mythology are closer to your own notions than to mine. Kishtaria? What are you saying? Do you mean that Olympus, the heart of our lost belt, is not the ideal you seek? Of course it is. We only differ when it comes to our endpoints. You see, I believe that the gods should be even stronger than they are now. Now let me tell you one more thing. This is the single most important piece of information about the gods of Olympus I have to share. The king of this lost belt is Zeus, an all-powerful god who naturally still possesses his original mechanical body. He has existed ever since the Age of Gods, just like Scotty from the Scandinavian Lost Belt. It looks like this is information we already knew. Zeus, an omnipotent god who has continued to exist for millennia. If we are to take his omnipotent nature at face value, then we would seem to be well and truly outmatched. And yet, Mr. AI, I cannot imagine that the electricity expert whose visage you now borrow would waste his time challenging an opponent who he truly has no hope of defeating. Ha 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 ha! You got right to the heart of things, don't you? Still, I can hardly blame you for interrupting, Mr. Holmes. You have every right to be concerned. I like Tesla a lot. Tesla is very based because he is like, I represent humanity overcoming even the gods of thunder and lightning themselves. We wield electricity in our hands now, and we won't be stopped now that we have this power that used to be the domain of gods themselves. And I can only imagine what his reaction to seeing Zeus like this would have been. And you're correct. Your hope of defeating Zeus is small, perhaps even infinitesimal, but it does exist. Zeus is indeed almighty, but he is not truly omnipotent. Foe? So he can do all sorts of things, but he can't do everything. You catch on quickly. Yes, that's exactly right. As king of the gods, Zeus possesses authority over infinite things, but conceptually he does not possess infinite authority. Will he believe that Zeus turned into a nigh omnipotent god by synchronizing with all of the Titans' authority with his own? Followed by the many lesser gods' authority, and ultimately even his fellow 12 Olympians' authority. That much, at least, would seem to be a matter of little doubt. But conceptually, he was not truly omnipotent, and so does not have control over all things and beings in this world. At least, that's our working theory. I see. Do you happen to have anything to support that theory? Of course. The very alliance base you're standing in right now. The underground infrastructure. Precisely. A truly omnipotent being would have known about villains like us lurking underground the instant we set foot here. And yet he has no awareness of this underground infrastructure. This was the domain of Hades, his fellow god, and he doesn't even bother to look at it. From this we can surmise that the gods of Olympus are conceptual deities, like those from other mythologies. And simultaneously that they depend on Clironomia, their authority-like functionality, from their enormous mechanical bodies they used as ships to cross the Sea of Stars. That is where a chance of defeating Zeus lies. For if we are up against a nigh omnipotent king of gods with authority over infinite things rather than a truly omnipotent god, then you should have a chance, however minuscule, of defeating him. Thank you, Mr. AI. This has been both informative and hope-inspiring. Foe. Alright, let's get back to business. Although that said, the only business that remains is the information we have pertaining to Zeus. The omnipotent king of gods, head of the 12 Olympians and victor of all 4 Machia, has formed a contract with Kirstaria as his equal. Well, but you had no idea about that, did you? Zam? Foe? You mean Kirstaria formed a contract not with a divine spirit, but a god? But that shouldn't even be possible. Granted, there's no way to test that for sure, given that gods don't exist in our own time. But theoretically speaking, forming a contract as equals is... Okay, hang on. Let me make sure I've got all this straight. You're saying this Kirstaria guy formed a contract not with a divided spirit, but with an actual god, right? And not just any god, but a demiurge that's as big of a deal as the Vairocana? Full marks, Miss Miyamoto. In fact, from an esoteric Buddhist perspective, it was a truly perfect answer. I don't even know what the Vairocana is. I'm not Buddhist. I don't really know much about Buddhism. That's right. Zeus is neither a divine spirit that returned to nature, nor a divided spirit. He is a proper, almighty god. And Kirstara Wodime has formed a contract with him. It puts him on completely equal footing with Zeus as his sworn friend, no less. Holy cow, that's the kind of mage you guys have been up against? That's right. Not that we have managed to stand against him for very long. Wodime has been clear about his goal from the beginning. We are about to fill this world with inhuman mystic secrets. We will restore the Age of Gods. And if this Atlantic Lost Belt ends up becoming the new proper timeline, that goal will be pretty much fulfilled. He formed the contract with Zeus to be certain this Lost Belt's Tree of Emptiness would grow bigger as soon as possible. But even with all that said, there's something that doesn't add up. A Lost Belt needs its Tree of Emptiness to maintain its existence, but that doesn't change the fact that as far as that Lost Belt's king is concerned... Each of the kings have been weirdly related to their Tree of Emptiness. That Tree of Emptiness is something strange and entirely foreign. But Zeus had no problem with this. I'm sure he and Wodime came to some kind of secret agreement about it. Hey, Saber Protoss, thank you for the follow, my guy. It is appreciated. But at this point, I can't see what their endgame could be. Fofo. Keep that furball away from me, would you? I never liked it even when I was at Chaldea. Foe? Easy there, Foe. It's okay. Alright, Mass, this is the last thing I have to tell you. If you want to see Wodime, you can find him in the Great Orbital Shrine in Olympia Dodona. That's where you'll find Zeus, too. Where are you going to go now, Kadok? Who cares? It's none of your business. Alright, that's it for me. I'm getting out of here. I said everything I wanted and gotten everything I needed out of being the collaborator's lackey. I doubt we'll ever see each other again. That'll really depend on you guys. Kadok. See you around, Mash. Just make sure you don't stick with the losing team there for too long. You felt for yourself how strong those gods were, right? Well, Zeus and Wodime are even stronger. If I were you, Chaldeans, I'd take a good long think about how you want to spend the rest of your lives. If you do survive long enough, make sure you go see Wodime. Alright, information done. Our main characters now know things, thank God. Love to see it. Hey, and there's a fight with this one. We may wrap this node and then start wrapping up the stream, but we'll see. You know, I thought I'd tail him for a bit to see where he's going. He lost me pretty quickly. Too bad. Time to throw whales. Man, turning invisible and then a rapid movement ability is a hell of a spell combo. It might not technically be teleportation, but it sure feels like it. Maybe he's using talismans and mystic codes this Kirstaria gave him or something. You were tailing Kadok just now? Well, of course. How could I not after he tried to run off like that? Incidentally, I attempted to trail him as well with equally dismal results. I suppose we should have known he wouldn't make it that easy for us. That being said, I believe the information Kadok Olympus shared with us is trustworthy enough to use in determining our next course of action. After all, he would have little reason to lie to us except for personal revenge. Well, while he certainly has cause to desire vengeance on us, taking into account his manner of speech, facial expressions, tone of voice, and what he told us. We get it, we get it! Even with enough with the deduction stick already. Basically, we have to make our way to Kirstaria, just like Kadok said, right? And eventually you guys have to cut down this Tree of Emptiness these insanely powerful super beings are defending. Boy, talk about playing on hard mode. This is gonna be a fun challenge! So, since this collaborator person is good enough to support this underground society here, I figured it'd make our lives a lot easier if I could make contact with them. But it looks like that's not happening anytime soon. So, what's our next step? Great Orbital Shrine, Olympia Dodona. If that enormous floating building is acting as the gods in Kirstaria's base of operations, then our next step should be figuring out how we're going to get to it. We could try to get there in the border through a series of zero sails, but even if Zeus's Thunderbolt somehow missed us while we were preparing, it wouldn't take long for the other gods and soldiers to overwhelm us with sheer force of numbers. Hello? There we go. What was that sound just now? Oh, that? I was just defrosting something. Did you say defrost? Yeah, I did. Word? We'd like to officially ask you to join the God Destroyer Alliance. We want you to come fight with us. You want to go to the you want to go to the Great Orbital Shrine, right? And you'll also need to cut down the Tree of Emptiness Magellan that's even farther up past it, right? Then we should be able to help you with both goals. We have ways of traveling through airspace here. Furthermore, The Great Orbital Shrine is the god's throne. It's forbidden for humans to set foot in there. They won't let you in without a fight, but then you're going to have to fight the gods anyway. That's true, which is why I can hope I can count on your help. We will. Magellan, another galaxy name, though I had suspected as much. We'd be honored to help you. Oh, I just had a thought. Why don't we take this occasion to celebrate? Oh, by celebration, do you mean yummy food? That's right, I made a pretty simple breakfast, but for a special occasion like this... Sister? Sorry to interrupt, but I need to use this thing while it's still freshly defrosted. Oh, huh? Oh, I see. Yes, you do, don't you? So no yummy food just yet, huh? Bummer. Oh yeah, the thing you defrosted. It's something you might have seen before. Here it comes. The floor just opened up and something huge is coming up from underneath. Oh-ho. Huh? It looks just like the hostile entities we encountered in Atlantis a number of times. It's a steel chimera, an autonomous weapon made out of high-purity clironomia. It used to serve the gods, but after Edison and Tesla made a number of adjustments to it, and Miss Blodavatsky casting a spell to tame it, it now listens to us. It does a very good job, too. Nima, sit! Oh, that's cute. As you can see, it's now this Alliance base's trusty guardian. So up next, we're going to use it to see how strong you guys are. I trust you're okay with that? Yep, figured something like this was coming. Nope. Oh, no you don't. Where'd all that big talk from earlier go, huh? Surely you're not about to say your Baritsu is no match for a little demonic beast, are you? Of course it is. I said Baristu was a highly versatile martial arts, and I stand by that. That doesn't mean using it to fight a creature like this isn't quite simply a pain in the posterior. You two really get along, huh? Anyway, we can back you guys up with artillery mystic codes, but we don't know that much when it comes to sword fighting. It's true, so we were hoping we could count on all of you to handle the melee combat if you don't mind. Hey, you'll be fine, right, Bash? I mean, you've got that giant shield and everything. Me? Sorry, Mash, it looks like it's emergency transformation time. Right, Master. Just, give me a few minutes, please, if you all wouldn't mind. Suiting up, suiting up, suiting up, suiting up. Suited up. Emergency transformation complete. Setting output to 70%. Preparing to intercept combat training target. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's take our funny support friends. And then the question is... Well, it's a berserker. The smart choice would to bring... You know what? We have Abby in the back line. We'll keep Abby in the back line as our backup and then go with the funny whale meme. I really need to 10-10-10 up Jean, but I don't know that I have the resources to do that right now. That's a lot of stuff. Where is this guy heading? Oh, wow, that's a lot of them. Okay, picking the AoE option was actually way better of an idea than I thought. Anyway, here's your classic Castoria combo. Here's some buffs. Actually, you know what? For once we have a use for this ability. Begin with the unga. With the bunga. Whales! Need a whale emote. Where's second Castoria? We don't need it. Ooh, a good hit from Mash there. Love to see it. Second Castoria, unnecessary. Because then we just do this. And now we have an NP strength up buff. These Nemean lions look a little messed up. Wait a minute. Ooh, Lunatone in chat. Hashtag PokeCash. alright. Doing our damage. Unfortunately, we did not Lala Loopsy on John this time.
But if you had a second Castoria, this wouldn't have been a problem, you goober.
Like, okay, that's fine. We're not looking for peak optimal clears here. I think that's the other thing that I don't mind too much is, like, people backseating in Arknights is a pain in the ass, partially because I'm not great at Arknights. But when it comes to FGO, I know enough to tell people to shut the fuck up when like, I know what I'm doing. Like, we're clearing content, don't sweat it. Easy peasy. Not even, ooh. Towels, thank you. Not even, we get a single Berserker gem. Streaming your party composition doesn't have enough babuba. The roomy man came to say hi. He came to drop off towels, thank God. That's enough. Okay, Nemia, you can rest now. I told him thank you for the towels, that's enough. The steel chimeras are going back into their underground storage hangar. The battle is over, Master. Phew, I never would have thought that Chaldea would divide itself like that. Oh, that the Chimera would divide itself like that. Is it just me, Miss Miyamoto, or were you not taking this especially seriously? Looks like you guys really are strong. You've obviously had a lot of experience fighting up close. That means you ought to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Royal Guard. Royal Guard! Royal Guard, Royal Guard, Royal Guard! But it's still not enough to beat the gods. Sorry, 3 tries on that take. Please be patient with me. So we're going to use Tesla, Edison, and Blavatsky's parting gifts. That's right, did they change her pose? They left us a number of machines and a few different plans of attack to use. These god-slaying blades are the best tools the God Destroyer Alliance can offer you. Hold on, Adele, you're hurt. Huh? Oh, this? I guess I must have gotten hit when Nemia's shards went flying. Don't worry, I'll be fine. She's bleeding from her right arm, we have to stop it. It's okay, she'll be fine. In fact, this is a good chance to show you something. Just stand back and watch. Whoosh! Your injury is healing itself. It still hurts, but the wound is gone now. By tomorrow, there won't be a trace of pain left. So it's really okay. You don't have to worry. Foe. You can burn us, shatter us, tear us apart. It doesn't matter. We'll always go back to our perfect forms. That's right. We never change no matter what happens to us. Any injury we suffer heals itself. That's how we've been remade. Thanks to the ambrosia, the Demeter Clironomia they regularly give us to maintain our bodies. No citizen of Olympus will ever get sick. We're practically immortal now. No one can die, no one can kill. The gods are the only exception. They're the only ones with the power to kill us. Huh? I'm sorry, I think I may have misheard you a moment ago. Did you just say you were practically, immortal? Yes, Miss Kyrillite, he did indeed say that. I presume that means as long as the god's authority remains, you and the other people of Olympus will even come back from death? That's right. Come back from death. Immortality. The one thing humanity has continued to long for since time immemorial. The ultimate goal of countless technologies, not to mention magecraft. The head. Wokj. And here it's just a fact of life. Come back from death. Hold up. Are you reanimating people over there? Yeah, it seems like they also developed artificial intelligence. Developed what? I will say, as much as the power scaling of Project Moon tends to go in like comparing Project Moon to other series, I don't know that the head could take on an omnipotent deity. Like, they deal with a lot of fucking scary shit, like some genuinely shocking and horrifying stuff, but like a like 95% omnipotent god, I don't know that the head tackles that. I'll be real. Like, yeah, you could have 20 claws try and Serum W that, but like, zap. They would just throw monsters at them until the Olympians got tired. I don't know that the Olympians get tired. Like, that's the scary thing. Is like, yeah, these deities are fallible, but man, dude, that is that's a tall order. I don't know that they clear that. Now, we will find out. Oh, we'll see. Just how advanced is Olympian civilization compared to ours? So every injury anyone gets heals automatically, and they never even have to fear death. The Olympians, I would say that, they would actually be pressed for a bit. But, like, the fact that these gods fought other gods that were at the same scale as them and won is like, oh no. It's damn impressive, that's for sure. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to live like that. Fo-fo. I knew this city had achieved long, healthy lives for its citizenry, but I never would have thought it had also found a way to bring them back from death. Never mind utopia, this place would seem to be more akin to heaven, our collective idea of a blissful life after death. It almost strikes me as a calculated plan to forcefully evolve all of humanity into the realm of gods. Good gracious, I can only imagine the look on Qin Shi Huang's face if they were to hear about this. That's right, Qin Shi is technically speaking pronoun neutral. Oof, my bad. So if Olympians can even come back from death... The whole immortality thing is reminding me of a plot point in the recent Star Rail. Oh no. Does that mean that soldier we fought is still alive? That's true, we did behead that man. So there's a good chance he just came back. Right, now that you mention it. That reserve soldier we first fought after the alarm was sounded was... He was dead. I killed him myself. But now that you mention it, there was something strange about it. Even after I dealt the killing blow, I didn't feel as if I'd really won. I guess him not actually dying would explain it. He didn't die. None of us can be killed here. Inflicting death is a power only the gods have. By this point, that soldier will have come back to life and started thinking up ways to get his revenge. While we're on the subject, I might as well tell you this too. Even if we stop taking ambrosia, like me and Sister have, the Clironomia inside our bodies will continue to function. So we'll always be like this. Forever. Forever? Foe? That's right. Forever. Immortality is, well, eternal. Ever since that day the gods bestowed ambrosia on us eons ago, we've always looked exactly like this. Oh. Wait, do you guys not grow up? Oh, that sucks. So you don't just have eternal life, you have eternal youth too? Alright. We've been alive for a long time. A very, very long time. We'll never reach adulthood. We both stopped growing long ago. The adults are all happy that we're still children. They say children are weak and should be protected, so we should just let them and the gods take care of us and be grateful for it. Never mind that we passed adult age a long time ago. Yeah, no, this is an aspect of immortality discussions that I really wish was brought up more often. Now I see. While many Olympians may be fine with this enforced stagnation, the two of you are not. And while the gods may have succeeded at preserving happiness at the level of a society, it seems they were unable to extend their control to individual emotions. Truly fascinating. Very well, that at least makes clear why you two have chosen to rebel against the gods and assist us. Before we go any further, there is one thing I would like to confirm with you. That's right. Fine by me. As you know, we are from Chaldea, a group of beings from proper human history. A victory here would mean the end of this entire Lost Belt. Do you understand what that means? If we succeed at cutting down this tree of emptiness, everything here, Olympus, the gods, and all the many people, including you two, will disappear. No exceptions. Even knowing that, do you still wish to fight by our side? Foe. Yeah, we do. We don't need to keep living the same day over and over forever. We want to see a new tomorrow. Even if it means we end up dying for it. Yeah, I can't imagine being forced to be a teenager for the entirety of like a million years. That would suck. Oh no. Please don't be sad, Mash. We've spent an entire century thinking about this from every possible angle. And this is what we decided. We want to see tomorrow. A real tomorrow. A day that's different from the one that came before. Something more than just another today. We've already lived more than enough for countless lifetimes. Do you have any idea how old I am? Well, I remember everyone in Atlantis had a lifespan of at least a few hundred years. So I would guess maybe twice that, or several times? A few hundred years, huh? The gods' protection must have worn pretty thin for them. I'm jealous. Back during the Fourth Machia, we were actually supposed to go to Atlantis ourselves, along with all the other people who supported the faction that wanted coexistence between gods and humans. But what happened was, we missed the last boat, and we'll never have another chance, since the gods don't allow any of us to leave the city. Whoa, hold up. The Fourth Machia was the war between the gods. Didn't that happen something like several thousand years ago? So you guys are saying you're a few thousand years old? No, we're not. I'd say we've been alive for about 10,000 years. Oh! Oh no! Huh? That's right, 10,000 years plus a few centuries. 10,000? Foe. Yeah, oh no. We're citizens of Olympus. We're the gods' beloved playthings, kept in their eternal cradle. Ever since the day the gods built this city, we've been stuck living here forever. That's right. For over 10,000 years, I've had this stupid fucking voice. We've been forced to live millions upon millions of versions of essentially the same day. Never getting to set one foot outside the city's limits, never getting to grow or change. For 10,000 years, we've been utterly stagnant. After 10,000 years, you gotta wonder how they keep themselves entertained. I mean, they're Greek, it's orgies. And they can't even participate in them, which makes sense. Actually, it's Greek, so maybe they can. Ew. Wardrobe unlocked. Here's a new outfit, Mash. Order next. Huh? What does that mean? Did we get... Is that ability buffs? Did we get abilities changed? Hold up. No. Not support setup. She removed the headgear. Ah. Thank you, Fate. Very important change. Is it literally no other... Like, does that do nothing else? Is it just fucking... Thank you, Fate. Very important. Oh well. But eventually even sex becomes boring. I mean, depends on how depraved you get. Okay. I think we might call it there. Not quite as long as last stream, but do we like that? I've got my, which also means they probably developed some insane kinks out of boredom. Yup. Not as long as last time, but I kind of don't want to sit through another long cutscene thing today. We'll have another long cutscene day tomorrow, most likely. And then we'll get to continue on and keep throwing hands with the good content. 2 battles, 2.5 hours. Yeah, this was more of a backstory and build-up kind of stream day, which it happens like that occasionally, you know? You don't always get one that's, you know, insane throwing whales at god boss battles. But, you know, we'll have more of that in due time. We're probably inevitably gonna get to throw hands against Demeter and, fucking, not Persephone, Athena. Not Athena. Aphrodite, that's it. Athena, no, not Athena. Aphrodite, Demeter, and Zeus. Those are our 3 big boss fights. Maybe next time we get to the one that reaps the stars. Yeah, we've got the 3 on here, so I'm assuming that we're gonna get to start reaping the stars sooner rather than later, hopefully. But yeah, a little slow, but the information that we're getting is very relevant and pretty interesting, so I can't complain too much. I'm very eager to see what happens when we get up here for this Lost Belt. God fucking help us. Alright, y'all. Thank you once again for watching. This was awesome. I look forward to doing more of this. I'm not sure what day we're going to be checking out some more Olympus. There's going to be a new gacha on there sooner rather than later, so we'll be doing that. Hey, Manta, thank you very much for the follow. I will point out that we do also have a Discord if you want to pop in and check it out. You'll get all notifications for new stuff, and we occasionally hop in and goof around and shitpost in there. It's a good time. But yeah, thank you guys so much as watching. For watching, as always. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Fate, maybe a little bit of gacha rolling on Olympus. Hope you guys have a good one, and bye-bye!